The final Kong Skull Island trailer just dropped yesterday, and I'm going to break this thing down for you guys, let you know what I found, what I thought, maybe some theories in there, we'll see. So let's get started. The trailer starts out with the cool music, I like it, but it starts out with these things being activated. Looks like a helicopter is about to take off. They're starting up music or a tape of some kind. It looks like they're going to play music because it looks like there's speakers on the outside of that helicopter. But it's just a lot of shots all put together to the time of the music. It's kind of cool. I like it. This trailer is really focused more on Tom Hiddleston's character, which I like because the last trailers that we got haven't really been focused on his character. It's more been on like John Goodman's character or John C. Reilly's character or even Samuel Jackson's character. This one is focused primarily on Tom Hiddleston's character. But he's just talking to John Goodman and Corey Hawkins' character about all the ways they're going to die. And he lists rain, heat, disease-carrying flies, and all the things that are going to eat you. But then they put down this stack of money. And it doesn't really look like that much money. I mean, I know it's 1971, but it really doesn't look like that much money. You know, they slam it on the table, they're like, we'll pay you double. Okay, that's still like $5,000 for me to risk my life. So Brie Larson's character is a photographer, apparently, and John Goodman's character is a videographer. Now, I don't know if they're going to go like John Goodman being a film director. I honestly don't know much about this. I've just been kind of going off of the trailers. So I think it would be interesting for him to just be like a wildlife videographer. And he's going to this uncharted island to see what's there. And that's kind of cool to me. And he wants proof of monsters. This guy, okay. I get what they're going for with the music being in the 70s, and that's the kind of music that was popular back then. It just doesn't fit for the trailer. What they did for the first one, I mean, this trailer feels very similar to the first one, just a little more fun throughout. You know, you get the introduction like, hey, there's an island, we're going to an island, and they show the helicopters going off. And then Kong suddenly appears, and he starts attacking the helicopters. But this one doesn't go the cool, scary route of Kong. It's just like, hey, Kong is here. It's cool. Whatever. He's gonna attack helicopters. I like all the destruction, the helicopter crashing scenes. It looks like they're gonna be pretty intense. And I like the choice of song. The lyrics saying, we gotta get out of this place. The whole premise or the whole theme of the first trailer, I think, was we don't belong here, meaning Skull Island. Humans don't belong on Skull Island. And it carries on into this trailer, which I like. They're keeping somewhat consistent with the theme, but obviously this one's a little more fun feeling. And is Kong about to eat these guys? I mean, that'd be like eating a potato chip, I think. I am starting to like how big Kong is now. At first, I was kind of hesitant. I'm like, he's too big, you know? I'm starting to like it, you know? I know he's going to eventually fight Godzilla, so he needs to be big, and I've heard that he may not even be fully grown at this point. He may just be a young gorilla ape, giant ape. I don't really know. But I'm starting to like it, you know? In Peter Jackson's 2005 King Kong, he was only, like 35 feet, 82 feet, something like that. I seem to remember reading about that. In this one, I think he's like 350 feet or 100 meters. So he's pretty darn big in this, and he's going to be able to give Godzilla a run for his money, I think. So again, we get the same joke about the skull crawlers, how John C. Reilly's character just kind of makes up the name on the spot. And it's funny, but they're beating us over the head with that joke. And is that going to be like one of the few funny parts in the movie, and they're really trying to sell it like, oh, this is going to be a funny movie, guys? I don't know. It lost its touch. After the first trailer, it was funny, and now they've ruined it, unfortunately. It's not going to be quite as funny. So again, we get the same shots of them in the Kong boneyard, where all of Kong's family members died. And I still have no idea why it looks like they're on Venus. You know, it's like a greenish, yellowish atmosphere. There's ash falling. Is this after like a big fight? Did a volcano erupt? What is going on in this scene? I honestly don't know, but we do get John C. Reilly with his shaved beard, and he is the last samurai. There's a lot of imagery in this movie, or at least in this trailer. That's cool. I like the idea of the tree being full of birds or bats. I'm not sure what they are. I'm assuming they're vicious animals that are going to attack, but I like the idea that it looks like they shot a gun and it set them off and they're going to come get them. This trailer has the type of feel that the Total Recall trailer had. The song, I'm pretty sure, is by Jack Trammell. He does a lot of trailer songs, and it's got this feel that it goes click, 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 click a lot. He does a lot of like gun cocking sound effects in his music, and they always play off of that in the trailers. They did that in Total Recall. They're doing it in this movie. It's cool. It sounds cool. I like the flow of the trailer, but I don't know. It has that Total Recall feel to me. Who's John C. Reilly throwing the sword to? Pretty sure it's Tom Hiddleston's character because of a scene we get later on. Brie Larson's face in this shot is kind of scary looking. I think her face is scarier than the Skullcrawler. And I know that sounds mean, but look at it. Look at her face. It's very intense. Here we see Tom Hiddleston with the sword that I assume was thrown to him by John C. Reilly. And he's doing this 300 type of thing where it's like this side view and they're going to be changing focal length and slow motion where he's fighting off these bird bat creatures. I assume this part with like the elders of the tribe that lives on the island, I'm assuming this part is basically John C. Reilly's character kind of asking if the explorers with Tom Hiddleston and everyone, if they can be part of the tribe or come look at what they want to see for Kong, or just John C. Reilly leaving. Who knows? But it looks like they're kind of like, yes, you can go type of thing. I feel like there might be too many creatures in this movie. In particular, creatures that Kong fights. I mean, we have the skull crawlers, we have those bat bird things, we have the antelope, we have that stick creature, we have the giant spider and crab, and then we have this octopus just wrapping its tentacles around Kong. I mean, I feel like there's just going to be way too much crammed into this movie. I mean, I don't want another 3.5 hour King Kong movie. This shot is incredibly hard not to compare it to the 2005 version of King Kong, because in that version he's fighting 3 T-Rexes, and in this one he's fighting, at least what we can see, is 2 skull crawlers. And it seems like he's doing very similar moves to fight them off. And I mean, how much can you do? How many different things can you make creatures do to make it not look too choreographed when it's a giant ape and 2 T-Rex-like characters or creatures? There's not much creativity there to do, but again, it's really hard not to compare it. Oh man, Kong turning that giant tree into a club or bat or sword or whatever, that was awesome. It's stupid if you really think about it, but it's awesome. So that's the final trailer, or at least what we assume is the final trailer. I mean, this movie comes out in 2 weeks, so it should definitely be the final trailer. But I'm definitely excited for this movie, guys. Each trailer just keeps showing us more, and unfortunately, some of the jokes have been lost, and some of the effect has been lost to the trailer. And that happens for a lot of movies. This is no exception, but I'm definitely excited for this movie. March is going to be a huge month for movies. I honestly think that this month is, from what I can see, is the only month where every single week a big movie release. You know, first we have Logan, then we have Kong, then we have Beauty and the Beast, Power Rangers, and Life on that same weekend. There's just a lot of good looking movies coming out this month. And I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big ol' thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we upload new content. And as always, thank you for watching.